Hey, what's up, guys? Geburah Inquires here, back with another video. This time, again, I'm gonna shoot a video on my beloved fifth patron, which is Lilith, my fifth lord. And I'm gonna keep things nice and short and straight to the point, as short as possible as I possibly can. And yeah, let's get down to business. So Lilith is Adam's first wife, and many different sources out there. Not only that, but it's literal. It's just not mentioned in the Bible. It's mentioned in the Bible, but in phrases. Okay, you really have to know how to. It's in the book of Genesis, and you really have to know how to read the Bible. Okay, you can't take things literally. Okay, if the Bible says, for example, go jump off the nearest mountain, and by then you'll find light. You literally don't jump off the fucking mountain. Okay, it's literally a phrase. Okay. Jesus Christ literally confirmed this, going over, and I think it was in Revelations or something like that, but he was mentioning that my people speak in phrases, okay? So, yeah, in general, Adam and Lilith were a couple, okay, before Eve, and the reason why she got banned from the Garden of Eden is because she was on top of Adam when they were making love, okay? So when they went to go make love, she was on top of Adam, and Father didn't like that. So Elohim, okay, that's who I'm referring to as Father. God didn't like that, and he simply just made do with Lilith and banished her from the Garden of Eden. And yeah, but that doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Lilith doesn't care, okay? And not that she has an opinion or a say in the matter or anything, because God is omnipotent, okay? So yeah. And shortly after her departure, she became married to my beloved Samael, astrally speaking, okay? And from there on, they've just been married. They're like an astral couple. They literally are an astral couple. And in many different sources, okay, if they're not mentioning Samael, and if they're mentioning Samael, then they're also mentioning Lilith. Or if not, if they're mentioning Lilith, then they're mentioning Samael. Okay, so my beloved first patron, she's the wife to my first patron. And yeah, that's the gist of it. Lilith is also the ruler of the ninth sphere of the Qliphoth. So she's the ruler of Gamaliel. And so the black moon, okay, the infernal moon, the infernal aspect of the moon, the inverted moon, if you will. And another thing too is that Lilith is also mentioned as the mother of the infernal, as well as she of the beginning. So it's literally a phrase, she of the beginning, okay? Because she's literally the first woman. So yeah, I'm going to go over her aspects now. Lilith is mainly Jupiterian, okay? So Lilith has a number of different correspondences. Lilith is Martian, lunar, but she's mainly Jupiterian, Piscean in nature, okay? So she's 21 degrees in Pisces. And yeah, 21 degrees in Pisces simply stands for explorer. So the key words here is explorer. It explains why she has so many correspondences, because she's literally all over the place, so to speak. And I still haven't managed to find a spirit that has as much correspondences as Lilith. But yeah, that's my girl right there. She gets the Martian aspect from my Lord Samael because yeah, it just rubbed off on her. And yeah, she is but when it comes to her correspondences, you'll notice a chain. Since Lilith is mainly Piscean in nature, so Pisces is a water sign, astrologically speaking, as well as literally speaking. All of her signs are water signs, and they all deal with clairvoyance. No matter in what way you choose to invoke her, through Martian correspondences, lunar correspondences, or Jupiterian correspondences. When it comes to her different correspondences, in Mars she's Scorpio, in Yesod, okay, so the moon, she's Cancer, and her main correspondences is obviously Pisces, like I mentioned. So yeah, it explains a lot. It explains why Lilith is so adept at the astral, okay, so amplifying anything for the individual that has to do with the astral. Astral senses, the astral plane, magic itself, necromancy, you name it, anything that has to do with the astral, clairvoyance, etc., etc. So yeah, clairvoyance, clairaudience, etc. So yeah. Another thing too is when it comes to Lilith's background that I forgot to mention, Lilith is a fallen angel. And yeah, that is correct. Lilith is a fallen angel. And I confirmed this due to me and my friend Marino Ravenberg, the occultist. We speak extensively. And as we were speaking, we just happened to go over different she just popped into the topic, okay? Due to what we were speaking of. And yeah, he told me that she's a fallen angel, and I never knew this. Okay, I've been working with Lilith for a straight up year, and I never knew that she was a fallen angel. Another thing too is that I don't think anyone out there knew that she was a fallen angel because sources don't explain anything about her background when it comes to her being a fallen angel, other than her just being a typical, an infernal spirit, a demon, aka demon, if you will. And yeah. Okay, he was simply going over everything to me, and we confirmed this as well with Father. So God, literal God, okay, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent God. Okay, Father let him know, and then he let me know what Father said, and as well as what he said at first. Okay, and then yeah, I turned around and I looked at Lilith, and yeah, she also explained this as well. She was like, yes, that is the case. But the thing is that Lilith doesn't align with any quarry of angels, okay? She's simply just a straight up fallen angel. And it's similar to Bune, okay? Similar. Yeah, sorry about that. I got disturbed, yeah. Bune just popped into the picture, you know? But yeah, my patron is telling them to, my patron is telling everyone to not disturb me because I'm shooting this video. So yeah, I'm gonna keep things straightforward. So yeah, she's a lot like Bune. Okay, they're both Piscean in nature. They're both Jupiterian, and they're both fallen angels, female fallen angels. So when I came into the light of this, I was just surprised. I was like, wow, my girl is a fallen angel. I never happened to know this. Wow, I've been working with her for a straight up year. I simply just looked at her as an infernal spirit. Typical. I mostly work with angels. Okay. And I thought the only fallen angel that's amongst my astral family or my repertoire of spirits was Lucifer, okay? Lightbringer, morning star Lucifer. But no, that's not the case. I have two fallen angels amongst my group. So yeah. Another thing is that no, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go over her traits now, what she can do for the average individual or the occultist. Lilith is skilled in clairvoyance due to her correspondences that I mentioned. Okay, she is Piscean in nature, and Pisces specifically is a sign that deals with clairvoyance. So the astral, spiritual ascension, astral ascension in general. Okay, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clear everything, literally. Okay, opening softening and decalcifying one's pineal gland and awakening the third eye. Awakening one's astral ears, one's astral eyes, one's astral taste and sense and smell and everything, literally. And yeah, she could just help you out with anything when it comes to the astral. She can help you out with literal magic, specifically necromancy, but anything that has to do with the astral. Another thing too is she could also help the individual with money, but that's not generally her specialty. Similar to Bune, it's not her specialty, but Bune is definitely willing to help the individual when it comes to money. And Lilith will definitely she'll do so as well, but it's not her specialty, so keep in mind, okay? Lilith will go out of her way to help the individual, but when it comes to money, okay, she'll only manifest the slightest of results because Lilith is literally not skilled in money. It's not her specialty. But any spirit out there could literally help you out with money. But that doesn't go to say that they'll bring you that they'll all have the same results when it comes to dealing with money. Because some spirits are more adept at dealing with money, and there's some spirits that are not adept at dealing with money. So yeah, that's the case with Lilith. And for the rest, there's another thing that I almost forgot. Yeah, Lilith could help the individual out with releasing one's sexual urges. So when it comes to one just trying to relieve on sexual urges. She can either send you a succubus or an incubus, depending on your gender, or she can literally do it herself. And in my case, I've had her done this for me, okay, and she does this for me frequently. Um, Lilith is like let's just say my relationship with Lilith is very unique, okay? Lilith is almost like, she's like my girlfriend, so to speak. But yeah, Lilith, I had her do it because I simply just wanted her specifically to do it. I didn't want her to send in a succubus or anything like that. That's what I told her straight up. And she was like, yeah, yeah, I can do that for you. That's okay, no problem. And yeah, we simply just got that. We simply just got down to it, okay? I would lay down, okay, and I would go to sleep. And the first time it happened, okay, that's exactly how it happened. I just went to sleep. I went to sleep after I hosted a ritual for her. And once I concluded the ritual and I went to bed, the next morning that I woke up, I literally saw her floating on top of me, okay? I literally saw her floating above me, floating above my body. And I felt the exchange of sexual energies, okay? Because that's literally sex in general. It's in the physical is exchange of bodily fluids, but in the astral is exchange of sexual energies, is exchange of energies, okay? So yeah, that's purely astral sex in general, broken down to whoever's watching this. And yeah, that's pretty much how it went. And the second time that it happened, it was I noticed slight physical effects as well, okay? Because I the second time that she did this for me, I noticed that she pulled my pants down. I woke up with my pants down, and I literally was just like, what the fuck? I go, at the time I went to sleep with long johns on, and long johns are, they're pretty tight, and I was like, yeah, that's not possible, okay? That never happened before until until I noticed, until I woke up like that, okay? And I simply just confirmed it with Lilith, and I was like, I was like, did you do this to me, Lilith? Was this something that you've done? And she was like, yeah, that was me. I simply just I pulled your pants down to do my thing and whatnot. And I was like, okay, okay. So yeah, another thing too is that after I began doing the sexual working with her, besides what she does for me normally, which is literally working alongside my beloved seventh patron, my Archangel Graciel, well, within clairvoyance, she simply has began being more erotic towards me. She's began teasing me and rubbing me and putting her legs on top of me if I'm sitting down on a chair and stuff like that, she'll rub her boobs against me and stuff like that. And yeah, typically speaking, that's why I mentioned that she's like my girlfriend, so to speak. But yeah, she belongs mainly to Sama, my beloved main lord. So yeah, in any case, that's pretty much it. In regards of appearance, Lilith appears as a typical gothic looking woman, but she has scabrous wings, okay? Let me just show you right now. I'm gonna show you an instance of what she looks. Can I show you? Can I show? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I simply just had to confirm things with her because it's kind of disrespectful just simply pointing a camera at an altar. Okay, this is sensitive stuff, so yeah. Green light, and yeah, this is Lilith's altar right here. Okay, that's her altar. That's something that I place in regards of her being a female and everything. This is the fifth pentacle of the moon. Those are her seals and everything, and that's the picture right there that I drew out for her that I got from the Grimoire of the Citra Ara. So yeah, and I just fell in love with this form, honestly. So I depicted it for her. I drew it out, and I gave it to her as an offering, and I placed it on her altar. And from that moment forward, I just simply told her to appear to me like this. And Lilith is a great shapeshifter. So yeah, she can definitely take any form for you, honestly. She can even shape herself into a man if you want. But yeah, that's the first pentacle of the moon, and etc. etc. These are her offerings. Like I said, Lilith is Piscean in nature, okay? So she doesn't like stuff that's physical. I remember when I gave Lilith her first offering, when I first invoked her with the help of my beloved Samael. I received help by Samael in regards of invoking her because he sensed out that I was gonna invoke her, so he was like, "Oh no, no problem. I'll help you out with this." He literally just invoked her right in front of me. He called upon her. Okay, and she literally just showed up and they began speaking to one another. I've mentioned this in my article, so the link will be down below in the description. So yeah, they simply began speaking to each other, and yeah, it was really beautiful, honestly. It was something so beautiful to see. But yeah, that's the clefoth right there that I drew out for her and everything. So yeah, when I gave her first offering, I gave her spaghetti and I gave her spicy because I'm Aries in nature, okay, and I really love stuff that's spicy, okay, that's fiery. So when I gave her offering, she said that to never give her something like that ever again. She literally told me to never give her something like that ever again, that she doesn't like it. So I was like, yeah, no problem. Sorry about that, Lilith. And when I casted a natal chart on her and everything, not a natal chart, I'm sorry, I casted an orderly chart on her, an astrological divination. And yeah, I began giving her stuff that's watery, okay, because she's Piscean in nature. And this is a common trait that you'll get with Piscean spirits. Piscean spirits don't like stuff that's physical. If you're gonna give them food, give them something that's watery, okay, similar to the sign. And this applies to any other spirit out there, okay. So yeah, Lilith, I've been giving her stuff like, yogurt, farina grains, okay. If someone is, let's just say, Hispanic in nature, they're well familiar with farina, the dessert farina. Oatmeal, freaking coconut oil, stuff like that, a bunch of stuff, really. Carnation milk, etc., etc. So yeah, Lilith really enjoys all of these stuff. And when it comes to Piscean spirits, I noticed that you don't have to give them too much. These guys, they'll be grateful with just something minor, but it has to be something that's like either watery or just something that's worth something, okay? Something that's of high value or something. If you just give them, let's just say, hold on. If you just give her something like that bottle of yogurt right there, okay, so Crowley yogurt, yeah, Crowley, Aleister Crowley, I know. Then yeah, that's the first offering. If you're gonna work with her, she'll be satisfied. She'll get down to business with you, and she will handle your problems. Okay, she'll take care of anything. Similar to Gracia, the same applies to my beloved seventh in command, Gracia. So yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, when it comes to her traits and whatnot, Lilith comes through. Lilith comes through for me, and she comes through for me in matters of clairvoyance, enhancing me astrally in general, just making me the most profound magician she could possibly make me, okay? Anything. All my astral senses, me being able to be, me being able to astral travel way more easily than I could before, okay? Before, it actually took me a while to astral travel. It took me like 30 minutes to finally transfer my consciousness over to a body of energy, which is my astral body, and traverse the astral plane. But with the help of Lilith and Harassian, I simply, my physical body is less of a barrier, but it's still a barrier here and there, but it's less of a barrier to the point where I could literally just count, okay, I'm going to astral travel now. I'm going to step out of my physical body. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And then I'll literally step out and I'll make my way on from there. So yeah, she can help you out with spiritual ascension in general. Anything that has to do with the astral. And that's where she comes through for me and just making me the most profound, potent magician she could possibly make me. And that I could possibly become overall. So yeah. I'm going to go over my experiences with her, or just one experience, since I already mentioned the sexual work in between me and her and how we work and everything. I already mentioned everything in the beginning, okay? That's in regards of what she, how she came through for me and etc., etc., okay? Everything. The first time I invoked, but I'm going to explain the first time, okay? The first time I invoked Lilith, I simply just went about hosting a ritual for her. But before I even hosted a ritual for her, okay, Samaya stopped me and was like, "No, I'm gonna handle this, okay?" Like what I mentioned before. He invoked her, he summoned her. Not that he invoked her, he simply just popped her right in, okay? He literally just summoned her straight off the bat, and she appeared, okay? And she appeared in let's just say she appeared in a more different form. She appeared in the form of a beautiful gothic looking figure with long black hair that goes up to her back, but not long black hair as it is now. Her hair is long as fuck, okay? It's really long, but it's not as long as the spirit of Amaterasu's hair. So the spirit, the Japanese sun god, but she's not really the sun god. I already confirmed that in an article. In any case, it's not as long as Amaterasu's hair. Yeah, I'm just invoking spirits left and right by just speaking by them. Speaking about them. So yeah. And they just spoke to each other. They greeted each other. They just said hi. They exchanged hellos. And they got down to business, okay? Samaya just greeted me to her. He said that that is his wife, okay? And that she's going to help me out with this and that and the third. And I was just like, okay. Thanks a lot, my beloved patron. I really appreciate it. The extra hand that he gave me. And for the rest was history, honestly. I've been working with her extensively for about a year now. And she just helped me out like no other. Seriously. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. There's not a lot to mention when it comes to Lilith. Let me see if there's anything that I forgot to break down. Hold on, I'm checking my article on her. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. 1 second. I just need to go over everything. Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. I already mentioned everything that needs to be mentioned. Okay, and I confirmed everything, and yeah, everything is straightforward and done. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to Lilith. Lilith has okay, Lilith is the ruler of Gamaliel, and Lilith is this and that. Yeah, I already broke everything down. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it straight like that. Bye bye. See you in the next video.